So what if I told you that the secret to making your message heard, to really making it travel across the globe, wasn't about shouting louder, but actually about being quieter? It's a secret that's been hiding in plain sight for over a century, in a single impossible signal. And honestly, it might just change how you think about communication forever.
This quote right here, this is basically the key to the whole thing. It's not about how loud you are, it's all about clarity. This is an idea so powerful it literally changed the world. And today, we're going to break down how it can change how your message gets heard.
All right, let's travel back in time. I want you to picture this. It's a freezing, windswept room on the absolute edge of the world. The air is just buzzing with the crackle of static and this electric feeling of anticipation. History is about to be made in this room, or, completely fall flat.
And the man at the center of all of this is Guglielmo Marconi. He's listening for something that sounds like pure science fiction, a wireless message sent across the entire Atlantic Ocean. Think about that. An idea, a thought, just leaping from one continent to another with no wires attached. Now, you really have to get this. Pretty much the entire scientific community was certain this was a fool's errand. I mean, the laws of physics were clear. Radio waves travel in straight lines. They just shoot off into space, right? The curve of the Earth made it a non-starter. So for Marconi, his entire reputation was on the line. But then, at exactly 12:30 in the afternoon, something incredible happens. Through this absolute roar of atmospheric static, a tiny, rhythmic pulse breaks through. It was faint, yeah, but it was unmistakable. It was the signal. It had cut through all that noise.
So what was it? What was this world-changing message, this grand announcement that just jumped an entire ocean? Some beautiful piece of poetry? A complex scientific formula? Not even close. It was the simplest thing you could possibly imagine.
Marconi's team sent a single letter in Morse code, S. Just 3 simple dots. Dit, dit, dit. That's it. And that is the whole lesson, right there. See, the breakthrough wasn't about more power or a more complicated message. It was about ruthless discipline and absolute clarity. He chose the one simple, repeating, unmistakable signal that could slice through 2,100 miles of static. Okay, so why are we talking about a radio experiment that's over 120 years old? Well, it's because as a writer, as a creator, as anyone trying to communicate, you face the exact same challenge as Marconi every single day. You're not trying to cross the Atlantic, but you are trying to get your message across an equally vast and noisy ocean. And when you look at it this way, the parallels are kind of crazy. Marconi's ocean was the Atlantic. Yours is the endless scroll of the internet. His static was atmospheric interference. Yours is the constant ping of notifications and a million other distractions. Your words have a massive, noisy ocean to cross.
So how do you get your message across? The typical advice is to just be louder, right? Post more, write more, add more details. But what Marconi proved is that's the exact wrong approach. The secret isn't volume, it's purity.
So let's redefine what signal strength means for us. It has nothing to do with how many words you use. It's the purity of your one core idea. It's about transmitting that one essential thing so clearly that it becomes impossible to ignore, just like those 3 simple dots. This right here is the big counterintuitive idea. Just let that sink in for a second. The more stuff you try to say, the less people actually hear. Your reach is inversely proportional to your noise. Think of it like this. Every extra detail, every tangent, every single unnecessary word, it all just adds static to your signal. It weakens your core message. Your goal isn't just to be loud, it's to be unmistakable. It's the difference between a megaphone and a tuning fork. So how do we actually put this into practice? Well, Marconi didn't just hope his signal would arrive, he engineered it to. And we can do the exact same thing with our writing. So let's walk through what we can call the Marconi framework. This is the fundamental question you've got to ask yourself. How do you engineer your message, not just to be sent, but to be received clearly and powerfully on the other side of that huge ocean of noise?
And here it is. This whole process breaks down into 5 actionable steps for us. First, you amplify. You focus all your energy on that one core idea. Then, you simplify it, boiling it down to its absolute essence, just like that single letter S. You repeat that central theme so it gets recognized. You tune your language to match the frequency of your audience. And finally, and this is the crucial last step, you confirm. You actually test to make sure the message landed the way you wanted it to.
So this is where it all comes together. This isn't just a list of tips. It's a fundamental shift in how you think about communication. It's about moving from just shouting into the void and hoping for the best to becoming a skilled transmitter, engineering your message so it really makes an impact.
So, what's your first move? It's simple. First, identify your signal. What is the one single most important idea you're trying to send? Next, you have to strip away the interference. Be ruthless about it. Cut every word, every concept that doesn't serve that core idea. Then echo it strategically to create that unmistakable resonance. And finally, you gotta test your frequency. Ask your readers what they heard. If their answers are all over the place, well then you know you've still got static in your transmission.
And that's the question I want to leave you with. In your work, in your art, in your daily communication, what is your one simple, powerful, unmistakable signal? What's the dit that you are sending out into the world?
Because you have to remember, the clearest voice always travels farthest. It's time to stop shouting. It's time to start transmitting.